Welcome to episode 13 of me learning stuff and coding with LLMs. Today it's quite late, so I'm just going to do a rather quick video today and work a little bit on the cookie clicker game. So first of all, I will just run it so we can remember where we are. pm run dev. And open it up. And we have some errors. That is super interesting since I can't remember. Yeah, so the last thing we did was to integrate it with the Next.js app. So I actually have to go into the app folder and do npm run dev. Have some cleanup to do. So if we now run it, it should launch the game. Yes, it does. So we have integrated it with the UI that or the frame that we created with v0.dev, and we have made the canvas a little bit bigger than the game was initially made for. The game was initially made for 800 by 600, and we haven't implemented any like dynamics scaling logic. So that is what I want to try to do in this video. So let's see if we can get the game to like auto stretch based on the available space of the canvas. Okay. So first of all, let me check that everything is saved. And I didn't accept or commit the final changes we did. So in phaser game manager.js, we have the client width and client height or the default values. So basically we want everything to scale based on these two, I think. And in game.jsx we have the div container that contains the game. Right, so let's accept these changes and we are going to commit just to have a clean slate here. Yes. Okay. So if we go back to the phaser game manager, start a new session here in the chat, and I'm gonna mark this and add can I not? I'm gonna do what I did in one other video, because in the root here I have like the old phaser game and what I'm currently working at is in the app folder. So I will just to avoid getting a lot of wrong context in here, I just want to open it in a new VS Code here so that I can tag the code base. So game phaser game manager, and I will just mark this perhaps. Or maybe all of this. And I want to basically go to Copilot edits, at least add the main scene, maybe preloader scene and game JSX. Right. And definitely the UI manager. UI manager. Open editors. Related files. Okay, something like this. I'm not sure why I can. Yeah, there I can choose code base. Should I do that? Probably. Still getting used to this. I'm adding files in the working set, and then you can also add attach context down here. So it's sort of the same thing, but I don't know all the differences between these. I think I'm gonna try Claude 3.7 Sonnet Thinking here because it might be a little bit heavy task. So let's try to write a prompt. The phaser game was originally made with a 800 by 600 canvas. However, now the game frame is scalable and currently bigger than 800 by 600. However, I have not implemented any resizing logic or scaling or anything like. Please make sure that the game UI is resizable to fit size. Maintain the aspect ratio. It's 600. Is that like 4:3? Probably. Yes, 4:3. 4:3. Yeah, let's go. This might take a while. So it's gonna be very interesting to see if it can do this in one go. In the meantime, we can go to play the game a little bit, see if we can find any bugs. And I have to run the server again. I want to set a new high score. Okay, there is a bug here. Like when I get this, when I level up, I can keep scoring. Need to add that to the bug list. So I thought I was adding like the spec and prompt plan here, but seems I did not. Just create a new spec.md. Say bugs on level up. I can still score points by clicking through level up choice UI. Fill / fire choice UI. Okay. Phaser game resizing solution. I'll modify the necessary files to make the Phaser game UI resizable while maintaining a 4:3 aspect ratio. Update Phaser game manager, game JSX to create a responsive container with proper aspect ratio. Update UI manager to use relative positions based on game dimensions. Add a resize event listener to adjust the game when the window size changes. Sounds very good. So we'll just start reviewing here. Yeah, so this is basically the same. And it's doing calculate game size here. We have a handle resize event handler. I haven't seen how it handles the aspect ratio yet. Where does it do that? Yeah. But what if the width and height is not 4:3 here? Okay, so there's a this.aspect ratio is here. Okay. Fine. Game JSX. Oh, let me save this. Game JSX. Update container size. And it attaches to the resize event. And then it takes the container size, width, and height as input in the style of the div. Okay, I can't tell if it will work or not, but it looks quite okay. And here we have the original dimensions stored. Hooking up to the resize event. Calling handle resize for in the main scene. And logging something, that is good, so we can see. Still working slowly on the UI manager here. So completely reworked positioning to use relative coordinates, added functionality to destroy and recreate UI elements on resize, updated text styles to scale based on screen width, modified all UI creation methods to use relative dimensions. So the UI manager is done. And here there are lots of updates. So basically all these functions for creating UI elements now take in parameters, various parameters based on their needs. And yeah, looks pretty good, to be honest. So I have saved everything. Let's try the game and see. Can it work on the first try? Yes, it absolutely can. This is just amazing. Okay, we have some of the skill buttons are not positioned, but this was almost above my expectations, but I keep getting surprised by what the AIs can do, and this is just amazing. So let's try to resize. Okay, if I resize, it doesn't immediately render the game. But that is fine, that we can fix. Let me just try a small window here and hit refresh. And the game renders, but yeah, it's not scaling the text, so we might work on that. A few bugs, but overall, super happy with the first prompt. So I will go back to VS Code and I will just accept everything because this is taking us in a right direction. So how much time did we spend on that whole thing? 10 minutes? It would have taken me probably hours to figure out all of this and do the calculations and so on. I'm guessing, so this is really amazing. I'm very happy with it. So great. I'll switch back to the Claude 3.7 Sonnet because now we don't have that heavy tasks to do. So I'll try to fix the skill button position. The skill buttons are a bit out of position. Want to fix that and also see if we can, why the resize is not triggering. Maybe I can do some debugging while it's, because I think it was supposed to, yeah, so this won't actually resize, but this will. And I was changing my logs the other day, so need to reset the log level. Okay, now it's hide all. That is not what I wanted. So there's too much logging, which I need to fix. I will add it to my to-do list right away before I forget it. There is too much logging going on. So I'm missing important part. So basically, damage, bulk, logs, body, fire, logs. These must go. Yeah. But do we see anything related to resizing? I don't think so. Not really. So it seems like the event is not triggering. Okay. Skill buttons, position. Save. Restart. That did not help much. But was it because I was resizing in the middle of the initialization of the game? No, not really. The buttons are still outside skill. Current skill UI box. Yeah. If there's still some fixed positions there, that might screw things up. So we'll try to fix this and the resizing issue, and then that will be it for this video, I think. Applying edits. It's quite big, this class here, the UI manager. We might need to refactor it at some point. So let's go bug hunting in the meantime. So yeah, scaling text. I need to add text size. Need to scale as well. 70%. What else do we have? Oh, I got bonus. Plus 20% health. Okay, so I was using cold skill, I guess. No, fire and cold rest, but it was super hard. Might be a bug. So now I'm doing fire, and yeah, there is something weird going on with the skills here. It's too difficult. So maybe I need this damage logging after all. Okay, the UI manager is done. This seems very sketchy, doesn't it? Okay, the first one is in place. What about the second one? Sort of. Yeah, the buttons are broken. No, wait a minute. That is not true. I forgot I implemented hotkeys. Oh my god. So I press 1 to 5 in order to change skills. Can I survive the boss? Yes. Alright. New high score. And the high score text is not positioned correctly. I will add that to resizing, and then we will group all these resizing related things here, here, here. High score text is misplaced. Okay, I will commit this. Resizing version 1, because I think the state is okay, so it's worth it to just save the state by committing it to Git before I keep working here. So great. I think I will actually end the video here. It's getting quite late and I'm a bit tired, so I'm very happy with what we got done in 25 minutes. We have lots of stuff to keep working on. We have made a bug list, and we can fix this. These are relatively minor, I think, to fix once we have this amazing resizing logic made by Claude 3.7 Sonnet Thinking model. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next episode.